It's no secret that political movements have been bleeding over into the meme coin space, and a lot of money has been made in doing so. We've seen the MAGA token do ridiculous gains, we saw the official Trump and Melania token do ridiculous gains, and now we're going to be talking about the NATO token, because this is something that does have a lot of potential, and just based on the world as it is right now and the narrative, I do think something like this could catch a lot of traction. None of this is financial advice and purely for educational content only, but without further ado, let's dive in to the world of NATO. So this is the nation token, or NATO as the ticker. And we can see here it is on base, and it's basically around the narrative, as the story says here. Imagine a world where financial power isn't controlled by banks, corporations, or hidden elites, but by you, the people. A world where money isn't owned by one single entity, but by everyone. That world is here. That world is NATO. So definitely a coin that has a narrative that could catch a lot of traction here, and they're doing a bunch of things that I definitely think you should be keeping an eye on, or at least having this coin on your radar in case it goes viral. So first of all, there are 1,500,000 NATO holders, which is a massive amount when you talk about distribution, decentralization, and a project that could sustain longevity. Now, currently it is ranked 3,000 on CoinMarket. Currently it's ranked 3,000 on CoinGecko with a market cap of $1 million. And if you got into Pepe or MAGA or Trump at $1 million, you would have made ridiculous amounts of money. So you can imagine with all of the stuff going on in Europe and the US right now, that a token like this could catch traction and could catch some pretty big wind down the line throughout 2025. Now, the liquidity pool is locked here for essentially many years, so no worries about rug pulls or pulling liquidity here. This thing is untouchable, and that is fantastic. They're on a bunch of different dexes, including Dex Tools, Uniswap, and Matcha. And in terms of centralized exchanges, they've actually just been listed on Poloniex, which is a massive centralized exchange. And if we go over, we can see it actually here on the exchange right now. Now, if we're talking about features, it's community owned, fair distribution, transparent and decentralized, got that locked liquidity pool as we talked about, community governance, so the community can actually decide where this token goes and the project does scale. And it is on base, meaning that there's not going to be that high fees and you're going to get super fast transaction times. In terms of articles and videos here, guys, they are all over the internet right now, and you can see a bunch of different YouTubers are covering them. When we're talking about tokenomics, though, we can see they did 74% for an airdrop. That's really going to enhance the decentralization of this project. And we can see 12% for the liquidity pool, 8% for community rewards, and 6% for the team. In terms of tokenomics here, for me, my score on this, I would say very good. The fact that they're basically giving most of the supply away to the community, and they've got a big liquidity pool to absorb any big dumps is fantastic, and only 6% for the team is huge when it comes to lacking monopolization and actually getting this distributed out into the world. Now, how do you get involved and actually earn this token if you're not interested in buying it? I'd personally say, yes, you should probably buy this and have this in your portfolio, but if you did want to earn this for free, all you got to do is head over to the link in the description and get on task on. Super easy to do so. And then you're basically just going to complete some very simple but effective social tasks to help push the project. So what I would say here is buy a bit of the token, start pushing it and completing all of this, getting all of these points from basically retweeting posts, liking posts, swapping it on Uniswap as you can see here, or just own a big amount of NATO. And then you're going to get a lot of these points that will then result in tokens. And again, guys, this is not a small amount of their supply that they are giving away here. They're actually giving away 74% of their supply, and they've only got 1 billion tokens. So imagine you get involved with this and you earn a big amount of the supply, and then this thing goes viral. You're going to be looking at huge ROIs over the long term. If we're looking at their roadmap here, we can see phase 1 is complete: smart contract, liquidity pool, airdrop, and community onboarding. And then phase 2 is going to be awareness campaigns, community rewards, governance establishment, so basically the community can vote on the future of the project, education to educate participants about using decentralized exchanges and actually swapping with this token, and then a bunch of different partnerships with DeFi projects, wallets, and exchanges to increase NATO's visibility and utility. After that, in phase 3, which is basically going to be from 2026 onwards, you can see that they're doing a lot more expansion across here. You can see they've got the liquidity pool lock until 2030, so that's going to be absolutely fine. Organic development here, which will basically create utilities such as decentralized applications or dApps to essentially scale this project not just as a meme coin or a coin behind a movement, but actually something that has utility and a use case in the crypto sphere. After that, they're going to be focusing campaigns on different demographics, help environmental issues, okay, so being green and charitable stuff. And then, yes, they're going to be doing decentralized governance, which will basically fully transition the project to make the community in power of it. Now, if you want to get involved with this and get on task on, if you do rank high on the leaderboard on that, you're actually going to be entitled to $1,000 if you do rank high enough. That'll be fantastic. But if you are liking the look of this token, and obviously this website is fantastic as well here, I would just say yes, in terms of quality, in terms of narrative, in terms of utility, this is a project that ticks a lot of boxes. So that is the Nation or NATO token. Definitely check it out in the description, pick some up, or just get involved with Task On to get those rewards. That's going to be it from me. Have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one.